And why did we not capture this stowaway upon discovery of him? I want answers!
We didn't know he was on the ship, Admiral, until after he had incapacitated the cargo crew. It wasn't until one of the crew regained consciousness that we were informed on the bridge. When our security team secured the area, they discovered he had hacked into the database from the system access in the cargo hold and had stolen various confidential files from the archives.
And why, might I ask, did we not search the ship immediately upon acquiring this new development?
Because, Admiral, by the time we noticed the breach in the archives, we received a security alert from the control bridge stating that an escape pod had been hijacked and launched from Sector 4. Simply put, by the time we knew he was here, he was already gone.
And who exactly is he, Lieutenant? Are you telling me that an average stowaway was able to incapacitate our entire cargo crew, hack into our archives, and hijack an escape pod before anyone knew what was happening?
This isn't your average stowaway, Admiral. I believe it's the work of the Shadow Sabre.
The Shadow Sabre? Who is the Shadow Sabre?
His name, ma'am, is Udani Karoma. Ever since the destruction of the Death Star, he's been boarding Federation starships and stealing valuable information from them. He then sells this information to the highest bidder he can find. He's become quite a legend.
And how is it that the Shadow Sabre was able to board our ship undetected and wreak such havoc without anyone knowing?
As I said, Admiral, he is not our average stowaway. He's trained himself in the ways of the Force, although he's not bound by the laws of the Jedi or persuaded by the blind passions of the Sith. He's a force to be reckoned with, Admiral. His legacy speaks for itself.
Well, his legacy stops now. The information that was stolen contains coordinates of locations that, if placed in the hands of our enemies, would crush any hope of rebuilding the broken fragments of the Empire.
And how do you plan on stopping him, Admiral? He's already stolen the information from us. He's disabled the tracking device and the escape pod. How are we supposed to stop him before he sells our valuable information?
We are not going to find him, Captain. Lieutenant Reed!
Yes, Admiral.
Place a bounty on this Shadow Sabre's head. I want him brought to this ship alive so that he can pay for what he has done.
Admiral, any bounty hunter in the galaxy will look at the mission to bring him here as potential suicide.
Then we'll just have to make the bounty irresistible. Won't we, Captain? Dismissed!
Roland, Kasi, with me. Key 2. You're in charge until I get back. Hello? Hey!
I think he's either dead or unconscious.
No, he's alive. Must got knocked unconscious during the crash.
Does that look like a pod from a Federation cruiser to you?
Yeah, it does. But why would a Federation cruiser program an escape pod to land in the middle of nowhere on Ryloth?
They wouldn't. This was either a malfunction, or someone tampered with the programming to plot their own course.
It's either one unlucky guy or someone who really didn't want to be found.
Check for a bounty.
Zane! You're gonna want to come take a look at this. This was no malfunction. This is Udani Karoma.
The Shadow Sabre.
How much is the bounty? Alright. Let's tie him up. Make sure you tie him up well. And be careful with that lightsaber. If he wakes up, I don't want him to know where it is. We just made the biggest score of our lives.
Never actually seen one before. I mean, I've heard stories about them, but I never actually thought I'd be holding one in my own hands.
How did he get it? I thought you had to be a Jedi.
Well, there are stories. Don't know how many of them are true, but there are a lot of them. Some say that he killed a Jedi and stole it from him. Others say that he was in the process of being trained by Vader himself. But however he got it, he's sure done some crazy stuff with it. I wonder how many people he's killed with this.
Well, are you sure he's not dead? Because I haven't seen him move since you brought him back here.
He's alive. Trust me. He's just unconscious. We made sure of it before we tied him up. He's no good to us dead.
I still can't believe they're willing to pay that much for him. I mean, what are the odds that he literally would fall out of the sky and into our laps?
It's like I told you. It's our destiny. I mean, we found each other, and now we found a way to get away from all this. And after this bounty, we'll no longer have to depend on Zane to provide for us anymore. We won't have to live in constant fear of people trying to take revenge on us. We can leave. We can get out of this place and start over.
Well, don't leave yet. We have to get him to the Federation first. And besides, who says I would even go with you to this new beginning anyway?
Come in, Master. Do you read me, Master?
What is the status of Kuroma?
I followed the intel which we received and tracked Kuroma to a Federation ship on the outskirts of the system. Well, I couldn't find him in time because he had hijacked an escape pod. Something must have gone wrong with the navigation system as he crash-landed on Ryloth.
Is he alive?
Yes, Master. But before I was able to intercept him, a group of bounty hunters captured him and took him back to their camp. Apparently, the Federation has placed an unbelievably large bounty for him. But the trick is, he must remain alive.
The information that Kuroma has been collecting from the remains of the Empire is invaluable. If we're able to make Kuroma our ally, it may be exactly what we need to prevent the Empire from rebuilding.
Don't worry. I won't let filth like these bounty hunters take Kuroma. You can count on me, Master.
Zealand, although you recently passed the trials, you still have much to learn. Do not let your hatred of bounty hunters cloud your judgment. I sense that you were planning to retrieve Kuroma tonight, while most of the bounty hunters are asleep.
Yes, Master, that was my idea. Do you have another plan in mind?
Remember, Zealand, you represent the Jedi Order now. You must be diplomatic in your approach.
Yes, Master. I apologize for my haste.
Report as soon as you have obtained Kuroma from the bounty hunters. May the Force be with you.
Zane, Kuroma's awake!
Change your move!
Oh, we need him alive!
Let them be, Kuroma. I need to speak with you. So much for diplomacy.
You alright?
I'm fine. Help the others.
I'm sorry for your loss. Udani Kuroma's a very dangerous individual.
Why are you even here, Jedi?
Kuroma has some information that the Jedi Order needs to ensure that the Empire does not rise again. I need to take Kuroma back with me to the Jedi Order.
What did you say?
I said that I need to take Kuroma back to the Order. The Jedi Order. I'll arrange a transport to meet us here. You will not be receiving any bounty today. You'll receive some compensation for your troubles. We can also arrange for your friends to be transported back to their homes if they wish.
Compensation for what? Do you know how much...
I am well aware that the Federation placed a high bounty for Kuroma. However, seeing that all of you would have been killed if I hadn't arrived, I feel that the solution I have offered is more than fair.
That will work just fine. And thank you for the offer of transport for our friends, but this is their home. We will take care of them.
I'll call in the transport. Meet you here in a few hours. Must return back to my ship.
What are you doing? You cannot let him take Kuroma. Let's disable the force field and take him now.
Listen, if you think you're gonna be able to disable that force field, you're kidding yourself. I have a plan. We're not letting Udani Kuroma go anywhere. Right now, you need to help Kitu, Barry, Cassie, and Roland. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Cancel pending transmission. Requesting transport for Udani Karoma. Location is...
Oh, no, I see them there.
Alright, I'll take her down.
Wait. Wait, that's not them. Good. Let's grab their weapons and get going.
Something's wrong. I know you can feel it.
Dang lightsaber!
Team Shadow. Once K2 has Karoma, keep your gun trained on the Jedi.
You're making a mistake. Udani Karoma is no ordinary man.
Just kill him now, Zane.
He saved our lives. Now we're even.
How much is the bounty the Federation put on me? Whatever it is, I'll double it. If you cut me loose, we'll get out of here. Just you and me. What do you say? Good choice.
Was that for your boy?
Don't.
What are you doing? What have you done?
Stay with me.
What have you done? He was the key!
Shut up! You have any idea what you're doing? Do you realize how much money you just cost me? How much you cost us?
I do. But you didn't lose any money.
Excuse me? He was the biggest bounty we've ever seen, and now he's worthless.
Was.
What?
He was the biggest bounty we've ever seen. Until I checked on the Jedi. He's worth twice as much as Karoma. Dead or alive.